All right, what up, Broncos country? Welcome back to the channel. So, got a preview to make. Don't have much to say about this one. I normally have like a whole spiel that I come into the videos with, and I feel like I just talk a bunch of nonsense, but this one is going to make this one short and simple. Main thing on this matchup, this is a critical matchup for both teams. Whoever wins this matchup most likely will make the playoffs. Whoever loses this matchup, it's not impossible, but it's going to be pretty dang hard to get in losing this matchup unless teams like Buffalo, Cincinnati keep losing. So it's going to be a road game for the Broncos heading to Houston. It's so crazy. A year ago, they came to Denver, and it was the toilet bowl. It was a crappy game. Broncos eventually ended up winning in a close one. But now this matchup has a lot of meaning to it, which is good. It's good that the Broncos are playing some meaningful football games in December. One of 4 teams that was undefeated in the month of November. Does not matter now, though. 5-game win streak for the Broncos. Texans coming off of a loss. Kind of a heartbreaking loss. Almost tied the game, but ended up doinking off the post. It was, right down the middle. Just came up short from tying the game. I guess my little notes before we get into the thing here, I don't have a lot. I guess Kareem Jackson, he's to meet with Roger Goodell. He thinks that he's being, treated unfairly, so I shouldn't be in this situation, which I got to agree with him. I think it definitely sucks. That's just how he's always played, and now he's getting suspended for it. So it's just an unfortunate thing. Russell Wilson turned 35 years old. Happy birthday to him. He still says that he has he still wants to play a long time. I think he wants to play until he's like 43. We'll see. That would be cool. But right now, just got to believe. Broncos getting some good news on the injury report. We'll hop into the injury report right here, and then we'll go into the 3 keys. Or actually, do I have any other little tiny sub notes? Broncos getting accused of being a dirty team. I already covered this in the last video. I'm not even go over it again. If you want to hear my thoughts on that, you can watch the last video. I think that's pretty much it. Okay, injury report time. We'll start with the Broncos, the road team. I normally start with the road teams first. Only one player that was DNP, and that was Jerry Jeudy. He has a groin injury, so interesting. Didn't hear much about that during the game, but I've read reports that he'll be fine. Just didn't participate in Wednesday's practice. Will Lutz limited. That's interesting. I guess he has the right hip issue. Marvin Mims Jr. limited with a hamstring. Baron Browning and Brandon Johnson, who is a returning Bronco coming off of the IR. So another weapon for Russell Wilson. I thought Brandon Johnson actually was pretty solid earlier in the season. He had caught that Hail Mary touchdown in week 2. Kind of deflected to him, but still, I think it's another weapon for Russell Wilson. They're hot right now. It's a good thing to have. They were both full, by the way. Texans injury report. You had a lot of DNPs. Malik Collins, DNP. It was a personal reason. Tank Dell, calf DNP. George Fant, hip DNP. Sheldon Rankins, elbow DNP. Dalton Schultz, hamstring DNP. Laramie Tunsil, knee DNP. Jimmy Ward, hamstring DNP. Robert Woods, DNP. Rest. Noah Brown, knee limited. You had Jake Hansen, hamstring/hand limited. And CJ Stroud was full. So their injury report, a little long. I expect most of those guys to play. Got to keep an eye on Tunsil and Schultz. Those are some key names on the offensive side of the ball for them. Jimmy Ward as well, hamstring DNP. We'll keep an eye on that. All right, 3 keys to beating the Texans. It's going to be a road game. I think first off and foremost, you're going to have to take control early, kind of control time of possession. I mean, what the Broncos have been doing really is just scoring early, setting the tone, especially on the road. I mean, the Houston crowd, they got something to cheer for now. I mean, tied with the Broncos for that 3rd wild card spot. Whoever wins this game, especially if the Colts lose, they're going to have sole possession of that final wild card spot. So, yeah, that crowd, I expect them to be rocking down there in Houston. So the Broncos can control time of possession early and score early and often. I think that's going to have to be their number 1 key to win in this matchup. Number 2, I think the defense has to keep forcing turnovers. I mean, that's really been a key in the Broncos, win streak. They've averaged like 3 turnovers a week. You need to get turnovers on the road to win games. On the road, it's hard to win road games in the NFL. So if they could continue doing what they're doing, I mean, getting the 3 turnovers a piece, like every game, if they could get 3 more turnovers in this game, that would be huge. And I mean, when they get the turnovers, the Broncos have been able to score points off of the turnovers the past few weeks. So even if it's just 3, it's been huge. Besides last matchup against the Browns, I mean, they won pretty comfortably, but still, let's see. Before we go into the third, we'll go on the 3rd key. 3rd key would probably have to be special teams. I mean, I basically say the same thing every week, but hey, it's been the winning formula. Will Lutz had that, screwy game against the Bills, but after that, he's really stepped up. He's been 100%. He's made all his kicks, his extra points, his field goals. I think he needs to do the same thing, especially on the road. I mean, they almost lost that game against Buffalo because he was not, didn't make those extra points and stuff like that. So you don't want to try doing that twice. So got to keep on doing what you're doing. And, Marvin Mims, really good returner. When he gets the chance to return, I've noticed teams have been kicking it out of the back of the end zone so he doesn't get a chance to do it because he's been averaging, I believe, the most yards after catch in the league off kick returns. So, yeah, probably the 3rd key. Texans are a 3.5 favorite in this one. Seems about right. Let's see, over under 46.5. Wow, I think both teams are going to score that. So it'd be like a 24-22 type game in this one. Maybe even 24-23 type game. Something like that is what they're saying. Looking at the predictions here, they're looking pretty close. A lot of people, though, have the Texans winning this game. Another thing on the Broncos turnovers, going back to that 2nd key. Now, C.J. Stroud does not turn the ball too often. I mean, that was kind of how it's been early in the season. As of late, he's been throwing interceptions. Maybe that will, be a huge factor for the Broncos. Hopefully they can get an interception or 2. They did not get one against the Browns. So it'd be cool to see someone step up, get an interception, hopefully swing the game for the Broncos. But yeah, looking at the score predictions here, I'm just looking at the bets, the odds, the money line predictions. You got 21-20 Texans, 26-20 Texans, 27-17 Texans, 24-20 Texans, 29-24 Texans. None of the experts are taking the Broncos, so that is a good thing. I think the Broncos actually play better when they are the underdog. So I'm liking this. I'm liking that they're doubting them. I mean, even off of the 5-game win streak, not even one of them are picking the Broncos on this prediction picks and odds article I'm reading. So that's a good thing. I did pick the Broncos to win this game in my preseason prediction. I'm going to stick with it as well. It's going to be another close game, so Broncos fans, just get your hearts ready. Prepare your blood pressure pills. Yeah, it's going to be another high anxiety, stressful matchup. I'm going to take the Broncos, though. I'm riding with the hot hand, man. 5 in a row. Even though it is a road game, it's going to be tough. They're going to have to play almost perfect, but they beat Buffalo on the road. I mean, this is another, potential playoff team. I mean, even if the Broncos win this game, the Texans can still make the playoffs. Even if the Broncos lose this game, they could still make the playoffs, but it's just going to be that much harder. You don't want to lose this game. Neither side does. It's going to be a great matchup. I'm going to take the Broncos here. Give me a 24-20. I think the Texans are going to get the ball with less than a minute. Stroud's going to drive them down, but the defense is going to hold them in the red zone. It's going to be that type of stressful game. All right, I'm going to say it right now. Keep riding with the Broncos, baby. You got to believe. This is the time now. But it's going to be a great matchup. If the Broncos don't do what I just said, though, then Texans can fully beat them. So Broncos got to be on their A game, especially on the road. I do expect to see a decent amount of Bronco fans in Houston, as we've seen before. So need to be repping loud and proud. But yeah, I'm going to take the Broncos 24-20. I think that's all I got, though. This is going to be a little bit of a short video, which is good. Hopefully it uploads on time. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed the vid. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Other than that, stay safe, be good. Go Broncos, and I will see you guys after the game with a recap. Peace.